Scooter's Pizza Delivery. Joburg to London in under 39 days, or it's free.
A lot of music in London.
Surprisingly enough, I actually felt quite good about seeing the London skyline, which normally London signals the end of a holiday to me because I live here. But this time was actually, it felt quite civilized, quite ordered. I mean, from Cairo's traffic coming into London with people staying in their lanes and actually having some sort of semblance of normality to it seemed quite good.
There was a time when we were in the goat truck where we certainly risked serious injury, and there actually was a time when I thought we were going to die.
It was really hard to believe it that we drove approximately 13,000 kilometers with the pizza, of which my mother was waiting at the balcony.
You'll notice here that it's a large margarita with personal margarita with no tomato and it's delivery charge, because you know if you've got this delivery promise of South Africa of 39 minutes or you're order free. So we figured 39 days or you're order free. But since we have got it here in 39 days, the delivery charge is 350,000 rand. And our bank details are just on the back here. If you'd like to just do an EFT, that'll be fine.
People asked us, what we were doing, and the first thing that we were greeted with was absolute disbelief when we said to them that, yeah, we're doing this trip to Africa. I can sort of get their head around that. But when we tell them we're delivering a pizza and it's in the box in the back of my motorbike, they just can't believe it.
Yeah, it was great coming into London today, although no doubt in a couple of weeks' time we'd be wishing for being away again.
Well, I think it was clear that at some point it would get a little bit Big Brotherish in the group, and that certainly happened. I mean, it's human, and a month into the trip you've been living in each other's heads. In some cases you're the only 4 people in the country that seem to speak English.
There was a point, it's actually quite strange. I don't think any of us honestly thought we'd finish this trip. Because we actually hadn't thought about many of the very small planning things that were meant to happen at the end. I think we somehow all thought maybe, if we get to Europe, geez, who actually cares about anything else, including the delivery time?
The thing that popped to mind most, which is probably the bad side, is any romantic image of wild Africa was dispelled from my head, because we didn't see much sign of that. Everything down to the smallest birds being eaten, mostly. And that's a pity. Although, to be fair, we were only on the highways and trying to get through countries as quick as possible. And having grown up on Wilbur Smith and Robert Ruark, I had these very romantic notions of what we were going to be driving through in East Africa, which we didn't see too much of.
And my God, when we warm up the pizza and give the pizza to her, to me it was really something they said, but really is real that we drove from South Africa to give a pizza to my mother. And okay, look, fortunately it was everything true. Everybody was amazed and happy, and I think it's been a fantastic idea and even a fantastic way in which we have achieved to do this delivery.
Physically you can do it. I mean, it's just, but it's probably more taxing. It's more taxing mentally, having to sit on a bike, knowing you're going to be on the bike again and again and again.
On the positive side of it, though, I was amazed at just how nice African people are generally, except for the odd border guard, or every border guard.
Look, next I think I really dream to go back to Durban. My house, I think it looked like one of these castles that is the best one in the world. And to have some food from my wife.
I'm not sure that I'm ever going to leave home again.
Next year, I think maybe it's better if we go fishing.
I never had an honest problem, for the record. It was just some light scuffing.
The epic Scooter's Pizza Delivery. Joburg to London in under 39 days, or it's free.